Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It's Thursday, July 11th. Steph, did you get caught in the rain yesterday?
No, I didn't, but I got the cloud cover.
Okay.
And I know some other areas were getting rain because it's like, hey, it's raining over here. I didn't see it. Maybe I just missed it when I was running.
Okay, so I was here between like 4 and 7 p.m. last night, and it poured here in the KSAT area, Justin, and so much. The rain was so hard, Justin, I couldn't leave for like an hour because I didn't want to. I mean, it was pouring.
It was like a wall of water.
Yes.
Yeah, there's good moisture content in the atmosphere. So what we see with these showers and storms is that they're very efficient rain producers. And that's a good thing for our lawns. It's a good thing for everything. So if you remember yesterday or the day before, we got good rain on the north side. This go around, we got good rain on the south side of San Antonio. So we're spreading the wealth, and that's exactly what we want to do. Let me show you the rainfall totals from yesterday. So you go to downtown, we had about half an inch. Places like Southeast Military, 937, right in that Brooks City base area, 1.4 inches. A big number. Browning Lake, 0.35. You go down into parts of Atascosa County, and this is an area where we've got quite a few farms. That's good. 2 inches of rain. So these were all really good numbers yesterday. And yes, we're kind of spreading the wealth. We're getting the rain to kind of shift and move around. And hopefully, if you didn't get any the last couple days, there is another chance today and tomorrow. It's Saturday. And then after that, then rain chances do start to go away. Let's look at the futurecast here, just to get an idea of what may occur today. And look, these computer models, we skipped right past it, are going to be great at this situation because it's one of those things where we just kind of pop up with the heating of the day, and it's impossible to know exactly where these showers and storms will pop up. But this computer model does show some activity taking shape by the afternoon with some pop-up downpours, maybe some lightning strikes. Although I'll tell you, this isn't quite as widespread as what we were looking at yesterday. I'm still going to keep in a 30% chance of rain, but maybe not as widespread as your Wednesday. 20 to 30% chance of rain. We're at 95 later this afternoon. And as I said, we still get some more chances next few days. We'll detail that forecast. I'll also talk about the crazy heat in Death Valley yesterday. More on that in just a bit. But let's get over to RJ now and talk roads. Good morning, sir.
All right. Good morning, Justin. Good morning to all of our drivers out there. And yes, that rain was absolutely delightful yesterday. Came down in the early afternoon. I was able to go for a nice little walk around Southtown, King William, and it was great. Definitely take that all day, every day. How about traffic out there? 1604 Boulevardy, north side of town. Traffic moving along pretty smoothly there. 35 Space Center, same situation there as well. Want to let you know about a couple of things that we're following in terms of some construction that we're seeing out there, and this is going to be over in the west side of town, 90 at Couples Road. Just saw the cameras a little bit earlier, and it looked like they had some barrels out. They still have them there on the far left-hand lane of the west side of 90 right there at Couples Road. And one other trouble spot that I saw a little while ago, this is going to be for our drivers coming into the downtown area. That's going to be if you're heading up I-10 to the 35 area downtown at the Y. Other than that, everything else is looking pretty good. No major accidents or delays to let you know about right now, including no major delays over in the northeast side where, you know what, it's been nice out there for our drivers. They've gotten a nice break throughout the entire week, especially if you drive over to the Forum and the Live Oak area. So we want to keep those good vibes going, especially on this Thursday morning. Stephanie, Sarah, back to you guys.
RJ, thank you. Well, every day, Border Patrol agents in Del Rio sector travel up and down 245 miles of river.
And every day, hundreds of migrants try to cross it. So the Border Patrol agents are responsible for stopping smuggling and people from entering illegally. So just 6 months ago, agents processed a surge of thousands of migrants in Eagle Pass. The massive undertaking drained resources and forced the agency to shut down an international bridge. Chief Border Patrol Agent Robert Danley had just been assigned to oversee that sector.
We had to clear the numbers because there's a little over 10,000 people in our facilities and then also underneath the bridge in combination. And we had to get to a safe number, manageable number where we could make that transition. But
well, Danley says so much has happened in his 6 months on the job. Several high-profile politicians like presidential candidate, former President Donald Trump have visited the region. Migrant crossing numbers have been scrutinized, and the state has been keeping his agency from entering a city park. You can watch the full interview online right now, and later today on GMS at 9, we'll give you an exclusive look at the Border Patrol's work on the Rio Grande. Funding is coming from Bexar County to increase firearm safety. On Friday, the county will open applications to community-based organizations that promote gun safety. This is part of Phase 1 of the Gun Safety and Education Initiative. The county wants to learn where the community stands on gun safety and education. The county has launched the first phase of Gun Safety and Education Initiative. This phase will focus on figuring out where the community stands on these issues with the help of local organizations. Community-based organizations that prioritize on gun safety can receive up to $5,000 to help the county collect this information. In total, Bexar County has $100,000 to give out.
This program will reach different individuals where they live, where they work, where they interact.
So those applications open on Friday morning. Funding is first come, first serve, but the county says its deadline for submissions is September 12th of this year.
Well, this morning, more than 1 million people in the Houston area are still without power 4 days after Hurricane Beryl made landfall. And the city's primary utility company, CenterPoint Energy, is facing more pressure to get that power restored. So far, it says it has restored more than 1 million out of more than 2 million customers impacted. It says it expects to have an additional 400,000 customers restored by the end of the day tomorrow, and an additional 350,000 customers restored by the end of the day on Sunday. This morning, Energy is also reporting that 100,000 of its customers still don't have power.
Well, President Biden faces more defections ahead of his big news conference today, his first in 8 months. The White House says the president will hold the presser at 4:30 this afternoon. Biden is in a fight to hold on to his candidacy. On Tuesday, a 9th House Democrat and the 1st Senate Democrat called on Biden to step aside. And now even Hollywood is getting involved. Major Democratic donor George Clooney says he wants Biden to leave the race. However, even more Democratic members of Congress have rallied to Biden's side. Since the debate, 89 have made public statements saying they still support Biden as a nominee, most of them in the last few days.
Well, the current stretch of historic heat is doing more than smashing U.S. records. It is also contributing to weird illnesses. Health experts say it's resulting in more Americans getting infected with the tropical disease. States as far as north as Illinois and New York are now seeing cases of dengue fever. More than 2,500 across the U.S. and Puerto Rico, 5 times higher than the time last year. Experts say mosquitoes that carry the viruses are extending their range, all thanks to higher temperatures and rainfall.
All right, guys, you know, a lot of the talk has been about Chris Paul coming to San Antonio. But yes, we do actually have a team currently playing right now, the Summer League Spurs. And no matter the league, winning is always a good time. And that's why the Spurs left California, that league in Sacramento, feeling pretty good about themselves, much better after beating the Chinese national team 89-67. Yes, Spurs versus China. I got to love that matchup there. Spurs guard Stephon Castle scored 9 first-quarter points to lead San Antonio to a 29-20 advantage at the end of the first quarter. He led the Spurs with 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. I know a lot of Spurs fans are excited about Stephon Castle right now. Harrison Ingram added 16 points, 10 rebounds, a double-double to go with 2 steals for the rookie from North Carolina. And afterwards, head coach Kenny Trevino was asked what his team is carrying with them to the Las Vegas Summer League.
A bit of momentum and experience. A lot of those teams are going to go through what we went through that first game, where we just kind of look a little, not shell-shocked, but just we don't know. We haven't battled adversity yet. Now we've seen it. We've seen it both sides. We've seen the shooting woes. We've seen, some teams shooting great against us, and that experience is going to help us.
All right, by the way, Kenny Trevino, y'all, a Laredo native who also graduated from UTSA. He looks like he's like 25.
They just keep looking younger.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so the Spurs will now head over to the Summer League in Vegas. They will take on the Portland Trail Blazers Saturday night, 8 o'clock at the Thomas and Mack Center right there in the desert. Okay, and if you're excited about this upcoming season, want to maybe get on that Chris Paul jersey, a new official Spurs merchandise store is coming soon to the Rock at La Cantera. That will open this fall. The official Spurs fan shop will be on the first floor of the Spurs practice facility at Victory Capital Performance Center out there in the Northwest side. And it's expected to open in the fall and be open 7 days a week. Right now on KSAT.com, we have the locations of other Spurs fan shops as well. So you want to get that Spurs stuff before we get into the regular season. Maybe get you a Harrison Barnes jersey, Chris Paul jersey. Should be good times there for Spurs fans. Get up on that silver and black.
That's nice. It'll be offered in another part of town so more people can.
Real quick, yes, and I know that there may be some confusion because they had a Spurs fan shop over at the shops at La Cantera. They closed that one.
They did close
that
it.
one is officially closed. Yes,
Okay.
I went there the other day. I was
You're
like,
what happened?
this is going to be the one to replace it on that side of town.
Okay, very nice. We look forward to it.
Thank you for clearing that up for us, RJ.
That's what I'm here for.
Doing the hard work on the ground, going to the shops, seeing it's
Making
closed.
sure they're open, right? Right now,
Thank you, RJ.
5:10 and 72 degrees for now.
All right, AI already taking some jobs. Up next, how a major tax preparation company is laying off hundreds of workers to invest more in artificial intelligence.
The American Airlines flight loses a tire during takeoff. Up next, how the flight attendants jumped into action.
72 degrees. It felt a little cooler yesterday, especially after parts of San Antonio got that rainfall. It was so nice. Are we going to see it again? Justin will let us know when we come back.
Well, welcome back. It's 5:14. Well, the FAA is investigating how an American Airlines flight lost a tire during takeoff. ABC's Trevor Alt has the details in today's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, it's the second airplane tire scare this week.
Oh, our blown tire!
This frightening incident caught on camera, a tire exploding mid-takeoff from Tampa.
Emergency, emergency, emergency!
The incident comes just 2 days after a United Airlines flight lost a wheel during takeoff. Flight attendants telling passengers to brace for a bumpy landing.
Aircraft tires are designed to be very, very tough, but they do have the capability of exploding either on takeoff or landing and not doing any harm to the actual wheel. Pilots are trained to handle this, and it usually becomes a very cooperative situation between the tower and the pilots and the company to get the airplane safely back on the ground.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have the latest on what the FAA is saying about these incidents. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Alt, ABC News, New York.
It's 5:15 and 72 degrees.
Well, up next, a first look at the latest round of foldable smartphones, along with a new smart ring from Samsung.
Taking a look outside with Trans Guide. Lots of people getting started early on their morning commute. RJ Marquez will let us know if any incidents are popping up before you head out to the door.
What does it mean to be rich? Maybe rich is less about reaching a magic number and more about discovering magic. Rich is being able to keep your loved ones close and also send them away. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts.
Hold it.
At a gym,
Hold it.
women hold the squat pose.
Hard time holding it? Well, Always Discreet absorbs up to a cupful with up to 0 wet feel and odor. So I'm not just dry, I'm jump squats level dry. We've got you always, Always Discreet.
Strong enamel is your best defense against acid erosion and cavities. That's why I recommend the Pronamel Active Shield, because it will strengthen your enamel and create that shield around it. I'm excited for this product. I think patients are really going to like it.
Welcome back at 5:19. We'll talk about chances of rain and the rain we did get in a little bit, but first we'll check on the roadways.
Yeah, guys, definitely. First of all, Sarah, I have a question to ask you.
Let's
go.
go.
Dumbledore costume, is that just hanging out like
Okay, you know what's
or
funny?
Just at any moment you're just going to bring that
actually still in the back
out?
of my car. And I found it in the back of my closet. And Adam Caskey was like, wait, you're meaning to tell me that you just have a Dumbledore costume like at your house? I was like, yes.
Yeah.
You never know. Never get rid of costumes. You never know when you're going to need it.
Are you going to keep it in your trunk for emergencies?
You never know, Steph.
Next time there's some Harry Potter trivia then.
Yeah.
You'd be good to go. Yeah. All right, guys.
Where's your trophy?
There you go. Yes, and by the way, if you guys did not get a chance to check that out, that is on KSAT.com. Sarah versus Courtney, the Clash of the Titans out there for Harry Potter trivia.
Very entertaining.
Good stuff there. All right, 37 Hackberry, we have traffic moving along pretty good both directions there. Same situation southwest side, 35 south at Loop 410. So not seeing too many delays right now. No major accidents to let you all know about. 1604 Boulevardy Road, north side of town. Traffic moving pretty good there. So the only trouble spot we've been seeing, kind of monitoring this situation, is going to be on the west side of town. It's going to be 90s at Couples Road, the westbound lanes, and now we have, looks like the work convoys are starting to pick up some of the barrels out there on the far left-hand lane of 90 westbound at Couples Road. But we are seeing traffic move through that area. It's kind of our overnight regular traffic that we're seeing on usual that we see on the west side of town. All right, taking a look at the rest of the city here, far northeast side. Hopefully I did not jinx us here because it looks like we have some congestion there a little bit past the Forum. It looks like in the Olympia Parkway area, Retama Parkway area. I'll keep an eye on that and give you more updates here in just a bit as we get one more look at our TransGuide cameras. 281 at the Corey, traffic moving pretty good both directions there as well. Justin, I want to say thank you for the rain yesterday.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's all you, man.
Also, Sarah gives me a hard time sometimes about being a weather nerd, but if she has a Dumbledore.
I had to look it up.
Costume in her car, then,
Hey.
we embrace our nerdiness.
Proud nerd.
Yes. 72 right now here in San Antonio, 74 New Braunfels, 72 in Converse, 68 Bernie. Boy, that's a nice number. Kerrville's at 65. A lot of that has to do with just slightly lower dew points, and you can get those temperatures to come down a little bit. Feels nice, at least for the moment. Won't stay that way, obviously, throughout the day. Our forecast by noontime, 89. We start to add in some small rain chances at that point. We're going to put in a 20 to 30% chance of rain. Like yesterday, you'll get these pop-up downpours, and it's a matter of where these outflow boundaries go as to where and who gets rain during the afternoon. But it should be around. The radar will be somewhat active. Here's a look at the futurecast. Nothing this morning. Yesterday, if you remember, we had some showers around. That's not going to be the case today. But as we get towards lunchtime, that's when you'll start to see some stuff beginning to pop up. And then by the afternoon, you'll get these random downpours. And there's still quite a bit of moisture in the atmosphere. So these will be efficient rain producers. If you do win the weather lottery, you'll get some good rain out of it. And here's why. We've got some pretty good moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, some tropical-like moisture. And it's this green color represents that good, deeper moisture. And it's been kind of hanging around and continues to surge through. But by the time we get into Sunday, that moisture starts to go away, and it's our source for getting these downpours, and that's why rain chances start to dip by Sunday. In the meantime, though, we get a 30% chance of rain next couple of days. So if you don't get any rain today, maybe you don't get rain Friday, you'll have a chance Saturday. There's some opportunities here to play the weather lottery. And look, it could be so much worse. Let me show you the high temperatures yesterday out west. Las Vegas, 118. That's a record. Phoenix, 115. Furnace Creek, which is Death Valley, 128. Okay, that's just 4 degrees off the all-time record high. Just incredible, incredible heat out there. They continue to break records. Even Salt Lake City was at 104 yesterday. So it goes to show you it could be so much worse. We're doing pretty good here in South Texas considering what they're seeing across the rest of the country. Very quickly, too, it is still hot in Houston. Not hot like it is out west, but they've still got temperatures in the 90s and still a lot of power outages. This is the latest power outage map. So if you have friends out in Houston, we often, we have friends and family out there, and you'll know that they're still dealing with power outages, and it could be a while longer before that gets fixed. Extended forecast, 94 Friday, 94 Saturday. There are those chances for rain. And then by next week, high pressure builds in, gets hot. We're back up near 100 by Wednesday.
Tax preparation company Inuit has announced massive layoffs to focus more on AI. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the details in today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Intuit announces major layoffs. The maker of QuickBooks and TurboTax is cutting 1,800 jobs as it shifts focus on getting AI into its services. In an email to employees, the CEO said the era of AI is one of the most significant technology shifts of our lifetime, and companies not prepared to take advantage will fall behind. Next, Samsung's new line of devices. The company showcased multiple new foldable smartphones, including Galaxy Z Fold 6, but the big reveal was the Galaxy Smart Ring, which has the ability to track heart rate and sleep. It goes on sale July 24th. And finally, a new way to share your memories. Google is working on a weekly photo journal feature called My Week. Users will be able to share their weekly memories with friends and family and receive likes and comments. But a reminder, it's so easy to ruin group photos. I can do it with my eyes closed. Those are your Tech Bites.
Hey. It's 5:27 and 72 degrees.
Well, learning to ride a bike can come naturally for some people, but for others, it can be a tough lesson. Up next, how a local program is creating a positive outdoor experience for young bike riders.
And ahead on GMSA at 6, get your phones ready. We're voting on how often you write checks. Yeah, remember those paper things where you write money? Why Target is getting rid of checks and when it could happen.
Good morning, it's 5:31. So we were talking in the commercial break about check writing.
Yep.
We'll be talking about that later, but it's very interesting. All of us are beyond that, but
yeah.
But we know people who are still writing
even
checks.
just having cash. I was saying I was in an emergency, I needed cash. I had to literally shout in the newsroom yesterday, anyone have cash? I can Venmo you that money. I'm sure you always have cash on.
Very rarely.
Oh, wow.
Well, I need to be better.
Are you a cash guy?
No, I don't. And you know what? I think we were saying that our parents usually are always carry cash with
Yeah.
you.
I can hear my dad. Mijita,
I used
have cash on you.
I used to. I wasn't great about it, but I used to have like a backup. But I'm at the point where I use the backup. I'm like, oh,
this is my backup.
You literally
Phone
all
is
you gotta
my
do is
backup.
tap stuff these days, and you pay for it.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
With checks, I remember back in the day, I used to write a check and be like, you know what? Don't cash that till the 15th. Though.
I do remember that.
End of the month.
You can't do that with a card. Don't take this out until the 15th.
Yeah, that comes out automatically.
It's called a credit card.
Yeah. But we're going to have a poll later about it and see, what you guys think about it.
I endorse the idea of not using checks.
Ah.
See what I did there?
My mom's going to be upset with you.
All right. Rain chances next few days, 30% chance. We've got that today, tomorrow, and Saturday. It's going to be isolated to scattered downpours like we've seen last couple days. So just keep the umbrella with you. You may not need it, but if you do, it's a good thing because we certainly can use a few more of these downpours. Pollen count, this is yesterday's number, of course, but it was very high at 16,900. We'll see where we end up today. We probably should come down a little bit, but man, with the rain around, these numbers tend to stay elevated. So just know mold is your issue if you've got headaches or the sniffles. Forecast for today, 10 a.m., 81, 91 by 1 o'clock. 95 is our high, 30% chance rain, as we said. Later this afternoon, there is a little bit going on out in the tropics. We're going to check in what's going on out there here in just a couple minutes. But over to my non-check writing friend, RJ.
Yes, definitely. But yeah, the cash thing, definitely always got to keep cash on hand for any type of situation, especially if you're traveling. Got to start just tipping people left and right. That always kind of catches me a little bit. 1604 Wiseman Boulevard, traffic moving pretty good. West side of town, same situation here. 35 at New Laredo Highway. There's been some ongoing construction there, but good to see that we have cleared some things out there, especially here 35 at Loop 410, 1604 at Bulverde. So we're still following this, the construction going on the west side of town. This is going to be 90 at Couples Road, and it looks to me like they may have actually switched over that construction to the other lane. So right now this is being reported on the westbound lanes. I'll get a check with TransGuide here in just a bit, but it looks like they have maybe switched that construction to the eastbound lanes. But again, we will check in with TransGuide here in just a bit and give you an update on that. Hopefully they could just in general get that cleared out here pretty soon. All right, taking a look at our inbound traffic times. Everything looks good across the city of San Antonio right now. 19 minutes if you're coming in from the west side of town, from the Castroville area. 24 minutes if you're coming in from Pleasanton. And if you're going out right now, 26 minutes headed out to New Braunfels, and 30 minutes if you're headed out there to Seguin on the east side of town, 26 minutes out there to Lavernia. So we will continue to follow the latest, give you more updates as we get them. Stephanie, Sarah, back to you guys.
Thank you, RJ. Well, later today, jurors will hear testimony in the trial of a man accused of shooting and killing his roommate in 2002. So yesterday, Covante Walls took the stand, and he says it was an accident. Jurors heard a recording of Walls describing the shooting to police. Investigators say Walls shot Mario Miller at their apartment on Sherrilbrook Road, not far from Bandera and Evers. Miller's body was found near the front door with a gunshot wound to the head. Now, in the video shown to jurors, Walls did tell police that he didn't mean to shoot Miller. You can also hear Walls tell a detective that the two argued about money. However, it says Miller threatened him with a gun.
So we had just got done fighting at this point. I know I took the gun from him.
Well, later in that video, detective tells Walls they have surveillance footage of that shooting.
He's got bags in his hands, and he's walking out the door. And he gets shot in the back of the head. He's shot in the back of the head. I know, I didn't mean to though.
So now a jury has the final say. They will now have to determine whether the shooting was an accident or a murder.
A legal victory for Elon Musk. In court this week, a U.S. district judge in San Francisco dismissed a lawsuit that claimed Musk refused to pay at least $500 million of severance to fired Twitter employees. Musk laid off thousands of people after buying the social media company, which is now called X. The judge ruled that the federal law governing benefit plans did not cover the claims made by the former employees. Therefore, the judge said that she lacked jurisdiction. This is one of the many cases accusing Musk of going back on promises to former Twitter employees after he bought the company in October of 2022. The judge said the plaintiffs can try amending their complaint.
Well, now may be a good time to stock up on stamps. Prices are going up again on Sunday. So starting July 14th, the cost of a first-class forever stamp will increase from 68 cents to 73 cents. That's a 5-cent jump and an increase of more than 7%. Well, the U.S. Postal Service says that price hikes are needed to achieve financial stability as part of a 10-year plan announced back in 2021. This marks the second increase in stamp prices this year.
This morning, we're focusing on bicycle riding and kids.
So what is the best age for kids to learn to ride bikes, and training wheels or no training wheels? Well, we've been asking our viewers for some personal feedback, and here's what they've been saying about it. Okay, they're on the bottom.
There it is. Okay, so how old were you when you learned to ride a bike? So 6% said 2 to 3, another 6% said 8 to 9.
That the big number there, I guess, would be between the ages of 4 and 5, which sounds about right, 46%, and then 10 and over, 14%.
And and then never learned 6%.
Oh, wow. Well, it'll be interesting. Yeah.
What were you?
Me, actually, I had younger brothers, so we all learned at the same time. So I was probably closer to the 8 and 9. I was probably like between that.
Okay. I think I was 4 and 5. I had an older brother, though.
And then my daughter's in the 4 and 5 age. I was like, nope, you're learning.
Now.
Exactly.
Well, our Patty Santos is live on a bike outside our studios right now to tell us about a local nonprofit that teaches kids the basics of good bike riding etiquette and safety. Look at you go, Patty. How old were you when you started learning?
This is called the Gisalo Cycling Initiative, and their goal is to make sure that kids are confident enjoying the outdoors on their bicycles safely, and hopefully most of our kids are doing just that this summer.
They don't have to drive a car, they don't have to get on the bus, they can hop on their bicycle and go around their neighborhood and see what's out there.
This week, about 12 of their club members went on a bike ride along the Salado Creek Greenways. Christina Solorzano says as soon as kids start walking, get them on a scooter or a bike, start them off with a balance bike at a very early age because it teaches them to balance their body. And she suggests you skip the training wheels.
Because their legs act as training wheels. Okay. So if you start doing that, the kids will learn to balance their bodies, learn to balance on the 2 wheels. And once you see them being able to just scoot around everywhere and just fly on their 2 wheels with their feet in the air, that's when you know they're ready for pedals.
And because she says it's about teaching kids how to be safe, she suggests that you start off in the greenways and not on the roadways. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to talk about what do you do if your kid's a little older and he doesn't know how to ride a bike yet, kind of like me. We'll send it back to you guys.
You're doing great, Patty. Thank you so much. And it's, there's a lot of adults. My husband was not the strongest bike rider when we first met. And now he's like really into cycling. Of course, he picked it up quickly because he's an adult. But it's okay. It's nothing to be ashamed of if you're an adult and you
can still
really
learn.
Never learned. Right.
Yeah, you can still learn. And then I think a lot of people like the bigger wheels, to ride on. So that might be more comfortable to learn on as well.
A lot of options out there. It's 5:40 and 72 degrees.
Well, with prices of food going up and paychecks staying the same or less, it can be tough for many to put food on the table for their kids. Up next, where kids can go to get free food during this last month of summer break.
72 degrees. It doesn't feel as humid. It's just down just a tiny bit. Maybe because of that rain we got yesterday. Could some areas see some more downpours? Justin says potentially yes. He'll tell us how and when we come. If you need a job, San Antonio ISD is looking for help.
So the district is holding a job fair this weekend to hire instructional assistants. The event is Saturday, July 13th. This is from 9 a.m. to noon at SAISD's central office, which is on West Quincy Street. So if you go ahead and take your resume. People will interview and could hire you on the spot. You also need to register before you go.
And so many children in our area turn to area schools for food during the summer, so the San Antonio Food Bank is stepping up to help.
Well, the Summer Meals for Kids program helps hundreds of thousands in San Antonio who are dealing with food insecurity.
The school lunch program does such a great job of nourishing kids during the school year, but the summer, kids go without. And so the food bank has to step up. And there's so many great organizations and people and companies that join us to make sure kids don't go hungry during the summer.
Well, the Summer Meals for Kids program runs until August 16th.
Time now is 5:44 and we're at 72 degrees for now.
Get ready, it's puppy time. Oh my gosh, so cute. I'll show you how easy it is to adopt. That's coming up next.
It's puppy time. I love it. It's puppy time. We've got Felicia here with the Animal Defense League, and this is Dune. Dune is like me. It's really cold here in the studio, so he's shivering a little bit. I noticed too that Dune, it's so sweet. And on his paws here, he's got one little pink toe. Look how sweet that. Oh, and he's giving me kisses. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, he's showing up. He's so sweet. So tell us a little bit about what you guys got going on at the Animal Defense League.
Yeah, so we're super excited because thanks to the Bissell Pet Foundation, all month long, all of our pet fees are waived for Empty the Shelters. So anyone and everyone, if you find someone that you're interested in, let us know, and you can definitely spend some time with them, and their fee is waived. So maybe, if you'd like to give a donation, kind of put it forward to another pet in need, that would be fantastic. Or just give a general donation. That would be amazing too.
What a wonderful opportunity.
Yeah.
And you guys have some volunteer options and things like that too?
Yes, always. So we can, if anyone is interested in volunteering, you can come out, spend time with our pets, help them get socialized, take our dogs out for walks, spend time with puppies and kitties. And if you love taking photos or maybe videos, you're really great at social media, you can definitely help us with that as well. He's teething, as you can see.
but obviously, he's just so sweet. He needs a loving home. Dune, along with all of the animals there at the Animal Defense League.
Yes.
So thanks so much for being here with us.
Definitely.
And Dune, I hope you have success there on your teething. All right, for more information on the Animal Defense League, make sure to check them out at 11300 Nacogdoches. That's the Paul Jolly Center for Pet Adoptions, 210-655-1481. Of course, you can email adltexas.org. Thanks so much, Felicia.
Thank
you, Dune.
All right, y'all, some more fun facts about that good little doggo there, Dune. He was named Dune because of the movie, because his little fur coat is sandish kind of looking. Also, his paws, like you could tell he's a puppy because it was like the little rubbery, like you could tell he had not stepped on the ground that much. Yes, none of that. Yeah, but yeah, just an amazing little pup there. Hopefully it gets him adopted and find a good home for him. As we take a look, 37 Southeast Military, traffic moving pretty good both directions there. As we take a little bit of a tour here from our TransGuide camera, southeast side, 37 Loop 410, and taking you out to the north side, north of downtown, 281 at Hildebrand. Traffic looking pretty good there. So we have cleared out that construction on the west side of town, 90 at Couples Road. We saw those work convoys clear out the area just a little while ago. So we're good to go on the west side right now, and generally just good to go across the city of San Antonio. No major accidents or delays to let you guys know about this morning. So you see a lot of green on the screen there. We are smooth sailing if you're about to step outside right now, right before we get to our 6 o'clock hour on this Friday Eve, y'all. Happy Thursday to everyone out there.
Friday Eve, you're right.
Friday Eve.
Practice Friday.
There you go.
We like that.
Did y'all see that piece of confetti that just fell? Are we being like pranked?
You know who you can blame for that, right?
Adam Caskey. Yeah, but why is it just falling now?
Well,
this confetti falls in the studio.
It was because when Ursula's last day.
Oh, and they shot the cannon off.
Shot the confetti cannon, and there's some lodged in the.
It was usually here, but that one was way over there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Behind the scenes for our viewers.
It's like rainfall. Just
constant party here at KSAT.
All the time. All the time. Okay, let's talk tropics, guys. We had, of course, Beryl come through. That has since gone away. But there's a couple of areas out in the Atlantic, well, the Atlantic and the Pacific that we're watching. It has been really quiet in the Pacific. Usually by this time of year, we've had quite a few storms. That is not the case this year. It's been the Atlantic that's been the busy one. There is an area off the Florida coast, North Carolinas, that the Hurricane Center is monitoring, but I got to tell you, it looks pretty weak. It's going to make landfall here soon, so it probably won't have time to develop, and they're only giving it a 10% chance of development. This one in the Pacific, 20% chance. Give it some more time, may develop into something, but there's nothing imminent that's going to produce any rainfall here around the United States when it comes to the tropics. We still expect this to be a busy season, though, and we know that we could see several more storms, especially as we get towards the peak hurricane season in September. Speaking of the tropics, too, we got to talk about that Saharan dust. It's been around. We've had a couple bouts of it, but I think we're going to get another round as we get into, say, tomorrow. Friday and Saturday, we'll get some of this dust coming through. I think especially as we get into Sunday is where you're going to notice some more hazy skies with the Saharan dust coming in. And sometimes it can bug your sinuses a little bit. And then maybe even to Monday, too, there's still going to be some dust around. Slightly higher concentrations, at least. We'll keep tabs on it. And as far as tropical cyclone names, we, of course, had Beryl and Chris briefly. Debbie is next on the list. So we'll see what happens with Debbie. It hasn't formed yet. But when it does, that'll be the next name. Futurecast here for today. We're going to get some isolated showers and storms. This is around 5 o'clock today. Shows a little bit of activity, especially east of I-35. Then as we get into tomorrow, still some good moisture around, so it shows more showers and storms kind of filtering up. In fact, it shows some rain, a little bit of rain for the morning commute tomorrow. And then by the afternoon, more showers and downpours. So this has been a pretty good pattern for us. I expect these rain chances to stick around. We'll call for a 20 to 30% chance today, but it's going to be mainly in the afternoon. We'll top out at 95. Heat index is 100 plus. Very quickly outside, 72 right now. We've got 60s on the map. Almost jacket weather, not really, but Kerrville 65, Bernie at 68. Extended forecast, 94 tomorrow, 94 Saturday, 30% chance for rain both days. Will bring the rain chances down. Sunday, high pressure nudges in early next week, and that brings those temperatures back up into the upper 90s and near 100. We'll be right back.
If you have any gently used medical mobility items like wheelchairs that you no longer need, you might consider donating them to Project Mend. They're going to be holding a community drive this weekend at Wonderland of Americas on Fredericksburg Road. You can drop them off Saturday between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. For more information, head to KSAT.com. It's 5:57 and 72 degrees. Ahead in our next hour, GMSA Spurs fans looking to get a Wemby jersey before next season, or maybe Chris Paul will soon be able to go somewhere new to get their gear. We'll tell you about that. And later, make sure your phones are ready because we're having you vote on how often do you write checks or do you ever do it? Why Target is getting rid of them and when it could happen. Taking a look outside with TransGuide, the sun is starting to peek up there. RJ Marquez will have the latest on your traffic authority.